All right, so today we are going to continue working on perimeter and area, but before we get started, let's do a review. So we remember that perimeter is the outside of a shape. When you're looking for perimeter, you want to think about around, fencing, distance, okay? And then area is the inside of a shape, right? So this is what I like to do with my kids. I teach them that the outside of the shape is perimeter and the inside of a shape is area. Right, today we are going to work on finding the unknown measure of a rectangle given the length of one side and the area of perimeter. That sounds like a lot. It's really not. So we know that unknown is something we do not know. So it's a mystery, okay? Rectangle, we know what a rectangle is. It's a shape given the length, okay, of one side and the area or perimeter. Okay, so we're given some information, okay, given some info, and we are also given either the area or perimeter, okay? It will not be both. We will be given one. We call this our fixed area or our fixed perimeter. So today we're going to simply focus on perimeter, okay? Miss Smith is decorating the front window of her flower shop with garland. She uses 60 feet of garland around the window. The window is 10 feet wide. What is the length of the window? Okay, so let's use our word problem strategies to help us find the information we need. Okay, so we know she's decorating the front of her window shop with garland. Okay, so we know she's decorating something. And when I think of a window, okay, I'm thinking about the window, and generally when you're decorating, you're not decorating the inside, maybe around it. Garland is something that would go around it, okay? She uses 60 feet of garland around, and there's that word, remember I said around, okay? The window is 10 feet wide. What is the length? So that's going to be my unknown, is the length. All right, so let's talk about what we do know. What do you want to find out? Well, we want to find out the length. We do not know the length. Okay, that's going to be our unknown. What do you know? We know that she has 60 feet. I'm going to write that right here. She has 60 feet of garland. We know that the width, or its wide, is 10 feet wide. So 10 feet wide. Okay, are we looking for perimeter or area? Well, I told you today our focus was perimeter, but if I didn't tell you that, we would have to decide, are we trying to figure out perimeter or area? And because she talks about 60 feet around, just write that too. We know we are talking about perimeter. Okay, so we're talking about perimeter. And now I need to ask myself, how do I find the perimeter? Right? So think back to your lesson yesterday or earlier last week. How do you find perimeter? Remember, perimeter is the outside of a shape. And in order to find all the sides of the outside, we have to add. Okay? So I am going to add. All right. So I went ahead and drew a picture. I've already got my window. Based off of the information we already talked about, this is our perimeter for the entire shape. The width is one side, and I know the rule of rectangles is if opposite sides are the same. So if this side is 10, this side will also be 10. But I don't know my length. That's the question mark, okay? So remember, perimeter is the measure of all sides you add together. I know the total is 60. Now I know that both sides equal 20. Okay, where did I get that number 20? Well, I added 10 and 10. So I went 10 plus 10, and that gave me 20. I am still not at my perimeter. I still don't know my sides, okay? So I can subtract the total width from the total perimeter to find the total length. So my total perimeter, okay, and let me do this, TP, TW, TL, okay? We are trying to find the total length. That's We're trying to get to that point, and then we'll find just the length. Okay, so if I have TP, that's 60. Okay. TP, remember, stands for the total perimeter all the way around the shape. The total width, this isn't actually my total width. It would actually have to be plus 10. Okay, so my total width is this right here, 20. So 60 minus 20 is going to give me 40. So I want you to ask yourself, if I were to put 40 here and here, would I get 60? Well, I know 40 plus 40 is 80, 90, 100. So I have my total length? Okay, no, we do not. We cannot put 40 on both sides. All right, so again, perimeter 60. We know that the two widths are 10 and 10, which equals 20, and we know the total length is 40. Now, how many sides am I trying to find? Just one, okay? So I know that if I have a total length of 40, I need to 40 divided by 2, or you could also say 2 times something is going to give me 40. Well, I know 2 times 20 is going to give me 40, okay? So now we think we have the length. They asked for the length of one side, but I need to check to make sure that all of this equals 60. So 20 plus 20, I like to do my doubles. 20 plus 20 equals 40. 10 plus 10 equals 20. And I know that 40 plus 20 is going to give me 60. So my perimeter was 60, the width was 10, and the length was 20. Today, we are going to practice working on some problems with fixed perimeter.